Imagine a world where art doesn't exist. No colors to brighten our lives, no music to lift our spirits, no movies to make us dream. It's a place where walls are bare, streets look the same, and everything feels empty. Can you even picture such a world? Today, let's dive into a world without art, a world where creativity and beauty are missing from every part of our lives. Join us as we explore how this changes everything we know. Long before words and books, humans used art to communicate. Imagine ancient humans sitting by a fire, using simple tools to carve or paint their stories on stone walls. They'd draw scenes of hunting, nature, and community, showing the events that shaped their lives. Without these ancient pictures, we'd have no record of how early humans lived or what they felt. Art was their first language, a way to pass down knowledge and connect with future generations. Without these drawings, it's like a piece of our own past would be erased forever. Across the world, every culture has its unique art. African masks, Indian rangoli, Chinese calligraphy, Native American beadwork, each piece of art shows what's important to a culture. Art tells stories of beliefs, traditions, and values that make each community unique. Without these cultural arts, the world would feel less diverse, less colorful. Imagine walking through a museum with nothing on display, or visiting a country with no cultural landmarks. We'd lose our sense of identity, and our world would feel much smaller. Art has often been a driving force in history, sparking new ideas and challenging old beliefs. The Renaissance, for instance, wasn't just a period of beautiful art. It was a time when artists and thinkers questioned everything. They looked at the world in new ways, inspiring advances in science, math, and philosophy. Imagine if these revolutionary artworks never existed, how different would history be? Art helps us break boundaries and push society forward. Without it, would we be stuck in the same place, afraid to challenge what we know? Art allows us to express things that are hard to put into words. When a painter mixes colors on a canvas, they're not just creating an image, they're sharing their joy, sadness, love, or pain. A musician doesn't just play notes, they bring emotions to life. Without art, how would we express our most complex feelings? Imagine trying to tell someone what it feels like to be heartbroken or overjoyed without any art or music to help. Art makes these emotions real, relatable, and universal. Did you know that art can actually help improve mental health? Many people use painting, music, or writing to relieve stress, feel happier, or work through tough times. Studies show that just looking at art can make us feel more peaceful, and creating art can be a form of therapy. Without art, we'd lose one of the most powerful tools for healing our minds. Imagine hospitals and schools without art programs, or a world where people can't use music or painting to relax and find peace. It's hard to think of how much we'd lose, emotionally and mentally. When we look at a photograph or a painting, we get a glimpse into someone else's life. We feel what they feel, whether it's joy, sorrow, fear, or hope. Art helps us understand each other's experiences, even if we're worlds apart. Without art, it would be harder to feel connected to people who are different from us. Imagine a world where we can't understand each other's pain or happiness, where we're isolated in our own experiences. Art builds empathy, and without it, the world would be a lonelier place. Art isn't just for beauty, it's a spark for new ideas. Many inventors, scientists, and engineers look to art for inspiration. Leonardo da Vinci, for example, was both an artist and an inventor. His creative mind helped him imagine ideas way ahead of his time. Without art, how would we find that spark of inspiration? A world without art might be a world without some of the greatest inventions, from flying machines to modern technology. Would we even have smartphones or computers if no one had dared to dream and create? Architecture is more than just building walls and roofs. It's the art of creating spaces where people live, work, and come together. Imagine if all buildings were just plain boxes with no personality. Our cities would feel cold, lifeless, and uninspiring. Art in architecture makes our world unique, blending beauty with function. Without it, we'd lose the wonder and joy of seeing amazing structures like the Eiffel Tower or the Sydney Opera House. In today's world, art has gone digital. Artists create worlds in video games, animations, and movies that captivate millions. These digital creations inspire people, bring joy, and even help educate. Imagine a world with no animated movies, no beautiful video game worlds, no digital design. Without digital art, a huge part of modern entertainment and creativity would disappear. Art is all around us, even in simple things like the color of a shirt or the design of a coffee mug. Imagine a world where everything looked the same, gray, plain, and without any design. Walking through a store would be boring, with no interesting colors or shapes to catch your eye. Art makes even the smallest things in life enjoyable and visually pleasing. Art is how we show who we are. Through fashion, decor, and personal style, we use art to express ourselves. Imagine a world where everyone looked the same, with no way to be unique. Art allows us to show our personalities, and without it, we'd lose that personal touch that makes each of us special. We've imagined a world without art, and it's clear, art isn't just decoration, it's part of who we are. It connects us, heals us, and inspires us. So let's appreciate and protect the art around us. If you agree that art makes life richer and more meaningful, subscribe to our channel and join us in celebrating creativity.